In this video, I'll walk you through how I set up an LLC in the state of Texas. And so when I first started my business, I couldn't afford a fancy lawyer and I didn't know how to set it up directly with the Secretary of State. Instead, what I found was a business formation company that does the whole entire LLC setup for you. And so today, I'm gonna walk you through how to set up a Texas LLC using Zen Business. I'll also share with you a little known program they offer that can add an additional $5,000 in cash flow to your new business. And so if that sounds good to you, let's dive in. And so the first step when it comes to setting up an LLC is deciding on a business name. You want this business name to be available in the state of Texas. And so you can easily go to the Secretary of State website and do a name search. This is completely free and lets you know the name is available. You also want to check your business name across social media. And so you can easily set up an affordable domain with Pork Bun. They have some of the lowest prices across the industry, and I myself have set up multiple domains with Pork Bun. Now that you have an available business name, you want to make sure your business name doesn't imply a high-risk industry. And so you don't want to have construction, gambling, credit in your business name because it can suggest you're operating a risky business. And so now that you have your business name, it's time to get a virtual office. I personally have my virtual office set up with Alliance Virtual, and I use Alliance Virtual because I get a professional office building. And so a virtual office is great, especially if you're running your business from home. And I personally didn't want to include my home address on all of my business documents for anybody to see. And so I highly recommend you get your virtual office. And if you have any questions while setting this up, I can answer all of them in my free community linked in the description below. The next step I need to take care of is getting a registered agent. This is an official entity or person that will take legal paperwork on behalf of your business. They do need to be available during all normal business hours. I personally didn't want to be my own registered agent because I knew the registered agent address is public record. And so to protect myself and my home address, I appointed Zen Business as my registered agent. Next, I used them to file my LLC. And what I like about Zen Business is that you can fill out a few questions that take no more than 10 minutes, have them get to work to setting up your Texas LLC. And so it's very simple to start an LLC when you form a business with an LLC service like Zen Business. Plus, I will say Zen Business offers amazing customer service. What's even better is that they're open on Sundays to answer any questions that you have. I've called Zen Business up multiple times on a Sunday to ask questions about my business. And so if you're busy during the week and you have downtime over the weekend, you want to have an LLC service like Zen Business that prioritizes being there for its customers. You now have the LLC, but there's a few more steps that you need to do to make sure your LLC is set up properly. Plus, I need to share with you how to add an additional $5,000 in cash flow to your business. And so while they're filing your LLC paperwork, it's now time for you to fill out an operating agreement. And so an operating agreement is a very important document that goes over the operations of your business. It's going to talk about who the owners are in the business, as well as their responsibilities. It's also going to talk about any managers that are responsible for the day-to-day operations of your business, as well as how the profits will be split in your business, as well as what would happen if your business were to shut down. And so an operating agreement, while not required, is an essential document that I recommend all business owners do to make sure there's a clear understanding on how the business will be run. And so by the time you're done with the operating agreement and you get your official LLC documents back from Zen Business, it's now time to get a free EIN from the IRS website. And so an EIN is like your social, but for your business, meaning you should have this 9-digit number available wherever you conduct business. This should take you no more than 10 minutes to do. It asks you basic questions like what type of entity do you have and what business industry are you in. After you fill out the application, in most cases, you'll get the EIN right away. If it doesn't come right away, you should get it sent to your email within 24 hours. You'll then use it to open up a business bank account as well as get funding for your business. And so when it comes to banking for businesses, I personally recommend online banking platforms. They're free to set up without the hidden fees that big banks charge. You also can get additional perks like free invoicing as well as a high yield on your checking account. And I personally have collected $100 every month for the past few months just by having my money sit in my Bluevine checking account. And so having the right business checking account is an easy way to add additional money to your business. Now let's talk about how you can get that additional $5,000 in cash flow. And so if you use Zen Business as your LLC formation company, you can then apply 3 months later for Zen Business's $5,000 grant. And so Zen Business has a very simple application. It should take you no more than 10 minutes to fill out. You're going to answer questions about you and your business, as well as what you do with the $5,000 grant. I would suggest you spend some time on this and submit a strong application. If you're not sure how, let me know in the comments below. But once you submit a strong application, you have a good chance of getting additional $5,000 in debt-free money that you can now use to grow your business. And so no other LLC formation service offers this huge benefit. And I can personally say I'm very happy that I formed my business with Zen Business, and I do recommend it to others. And if you want a clear step-by-step breakdown on how you can use AI to fund your business, make sure to watch the video right here.